Welcome back. We are here at video number 4 of this easy cocktail piano series. I've been really looking forward to this one, and you know what? Well, I look forward to all of them. This one in particular because I know that if you've been following along with those videos 1, 2, and 3, you're making some progress. Now let me ask you, how are things sounding with you? What are you doing? Can you please leave some comments? Let me know what's going on, any challenges you happen to be having, what's working best for you. Share it all, okay? Let's get into this a little bit. Now, so far what we've done, we are focusing on 4 chords, 4 very simple chords in their basic positions. Again, C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7. We are focused on playing the top 3 chord tones of each chord. By now, you're used to doing this. And we're using these chord tones, that's what they are because they are members of the chord. We are using these chord tones to shape our improvisations. We're also using those non-chord tones in between. Here's an example. We're using that sustain pedal to let that music ring on, right? Saturate the room with musical brilliance. All right. We are also having some fun playing these chord tones and non-chord tones in other ranges of the piano. So far, that's basically what we've done, right? We could have an echo, or we could play our improvisation here. We can come up here. No rules, okay? Within the guideline of playing these 4 chords, these chord tones along with their non-chord tones, wherever you happen to play them, they're going to sound wonderful. Now, I want you to stay tuned right through this entire video, okay? Because we're going to actually, toward the conclusion, we're going to actually discuss something that's really interesting. It's going to really kind of uplift your playing. It's going to make it sound more substantial. Right now, I just want to mention or re-mention something I said in the last video session, where the more you do this, the more you start playing with these combinations. And as you move through these different chords, the more confidence you're going to have, the more natural it's going to feel, and the more creativity that's going to come from you, right? It's inevitable. However, I would like to actually do a little something here that can actually enhance that experience for you. All right. What I'd like you to do is to consider paying attention to the finger patterns that you're using. All right. Now, just take a look at the fingers of our right hand. The thumb is number 1. The index finger is number 2. Middle finger, number 3. Ring finger is 4 and pinky is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So what you can do is to focus on one pattern for now. Let's just take one. That we like, you know. I happen to like that. I am using, within this position, I am using the 5 finger, the 4 finger, and the 3 finger. And I like that. So you might write it down. Get yourself a little index card and put it up on your music stand and write it. 5, 4, 3. Is there another one you like? Okay, well, I'm sure there are going to be many, right? There's so many combinations that we could not list them all here. It would fill up the entire screen and more. So, this one's beautiful. So this is the 1 finger, the thumb, to the 5 finger, to the 3. So you might want to make a notation of that on your index card. Let me give you an example of how this can look. Take a look at this. You see that? Three simple patterns are illustrated there. That's 3-1, 3-5-1, 4-5-3, right? Had a non-chord tone there, resolving to a chord tone, right? Tension, release, tension, release. Let's do that while changing chords. 3-1 at the top of that index card. Now let's go to the next chord for the next line. Now let's go to the next chord for the next line. Oh my gosh, this works fantastic. Let's do that last line again for the next chord. You see what we're getting at here? So get yourself a pile of index cards and have some fun. Maybe you'll even put a little title on that. Name your little piece, okay? You'll have your favorites. And you can really get lost in this. This is like a gold mine of possibility for you. Now, I need to ask you to do me a favor, okay? And yourself a favor. Let's not confuse these numbers, which are finger numbers, right? 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They are not the numbers of the chord tones within a chord, right? Because we've actually referred to the chord tones as 1, 3, 5, 7, which is accurate. And we're not going to get boggled down with music theory here, but we have mentioned we don't want to avoid that truth, that a chord is based on a scale, the 1 of the scale, the 3 of the scale, the 5 of the scale, and the 7 of the scale. So we're playing 1, 3, 5, 7 of each of these chords. You see, every chord has a chord scale relationship, right? Yeah. So we're playing this 1, 3, 5, 7 with our 5-finger, our 3-finger, a 2-finger, and our 1-finger or a thumb. So we don't want to confuse those numbers, okay? As a matter of fact, after a while, you may want to just dispose of this finger system, but it's a great way to familiarize yourself with what works nicely for you, okay? 3, 5, 1. Next chord. How about 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. Next chord. How about 4, 5, 3? 4, 5, 3. Fantastic. 4, 5, 3 again. I like that one. It's climatic, right? 5, 3, 1. Da da da. 5, 3, 1. Yes. 5, 3, 1. Maybe you've heard that very, very popular Christmas song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You've heard the beginning of it. Did it sound something like this? Ha! Check that out. Upper 3 chord tones of that F major 7. Upper 3 chord tones of that E minor 7. Interesting, huh? Yeah. So yes, we're focused on improvising, but we're actually engaged with the fundamentals of music here. It's all related. Melodies that we are familiar with may have a title attached to them, but they are also improvisations in their own right. Listen to this. Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Okay, so the beginning of that, I was playing a C major 7 chord, and what was the pattern? Here's our structure, right? I was using 3rd finger, 2nd finger, 1. So it's the 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 pattern. So that's what they did. The D minor chord, 1, 5. There's another one you may want to write down. You see? So you're going to start associating these finger patterns with sound. You'll like some better than others, and you really want to do this, okay? Because we can say, okay, logically we can use any finger, any finger pattern, and it'll work. But if we don't actually experience it, we don't actually get to enjoy the beauty of it all, right? So enjoy the ones you love, and the ones you don't like so much, enjoy those too, because those are the stepping stones to lead you to the ones you love, okay? I know, you have it in you. You have what it takes to do this, okay? 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, right? I want you to have a ball with it all. Yes. All right. Now, let's take this a little further and give that playing of yours a little more substance, okay? We're sticking with these chords right now, all right? And if you happen to be thinking, well, you know, we're only playing 4 chords, can we move on to some others? The idea here is, well, we know these work and everything sounds good, and it's a great vehicle for us. Okay, but understand this, when you can get yourself sounding terrific with just a few chords, all the fundamentals that you're applying can be applied to everything else you're playing, all right? So I want you to get excited about all of this. All right, now let's take a look at these 4 chords again. Now remember, we were focused on the upper 3 chord tones when we were creating our improvisation. So we're used to this finger structure, right? This 1, 3, 5. Well, what we're going to do, take the chord and bring it all the way downstairs here, a whole octave. I know it sounds muddy down there. We're not going to actually play it that way, but we can experience it. You know, hey, if you want to play mud, you get mud, right? Yeah, hey, everything has a purpose. Maybe a thunderstorm approaching. Okay, well, here we are. The chord we've been playing down here, we're going to play it down here. However, we're only going to play the root, the name of the chord, that one note. The other 3 chord tones that complete the chord, we're going to play them where we were playing them earlier. However, we're going to play them with our right hand. So here it is, C, E, G, B. It's the same chord as C, E, G, B. You see that? However, this C is simply going to be played here, and the rest of the chord is going to be played with the right hand. Now you probably guessed by now the next chord, here it is, D minor 7, the upper 3 chord tones, we're simply going to keep them there with the right hand. We'll play the D with 1 finger down here. Next chord. You hear how substantial that is? We have a bass player working for us down there. F major 7. Upper 3 chord tones with the right hand, name of the chord with the left. Now we're playing 4 chords, C, D, E, F, so 4 fingers of our left hand will handle all of these roots so that we don't have to be searching for what fingers to use, right? We can use the pinky, the 4th finger, 3rd, 2nd, or we can use the 4th finger, 3, 2, 1. It all makes finger sense, right? Yeah. So here it is, C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7. Now here's what I want you to do. Play the chord, play one of them, play the C major 7. Use the sustain pedal, hold it. Well, let's take that right hand. It's still ringing on, right? Let's take that right hand and play one of those patterns. let's return. Let's play the 2 chord now. Again. Sure, play more than 1 octave. Now we don't need to keep time. Again, we can play rubato, and that's a great vehicle because it allows us to be free without counting beats. However, we could incorporate this into a timed structure, right? A timed segment. This is a lot of fun. Go even slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the pedal down, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter what beat you start on. 2 when it comes to that right hand. Don't be critical of what you're playing. Just soak it up and love it all. Love yourself and love what you're capable of. I believe in you. You know that. All right? Here we are. Here's the C major 7. Now let's do the switch. Ready for the switch? Here it is, nice and slow. We're playing bass, the root, and the 3 chord tones here. Pedals down. Here's the switch. The left hand comes to play the chord the way you're used to playing it. Let's do that again. 1, 2. So we can count a couple of beats if we are counting. You don't need to. 1, 2, 3, 4. The right hand is free to improvise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's suppose that I want to just play this on beat 1. Beat 1, beat 2, I'll play a little something. 2, and beat 3, I'll continue. 3, and then on beat 4, I'll play the chord again. Let's do that. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. There's a nice little exercise for you, right? It's a very musical exercise. Let's do that again, starting with the C major 7 chord. Count 1, 1. Count 2 and 3. I'll play up here. 2 and 3. Count 4. Chord. 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right, let's do this. Starting with C major 7. Here's the bass and the chord tones up here. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 Now here's a little hint here. playing the bass and the chord tones here in the lower area. We want to get to that chord in this area, right? What we don't want to do is fall in the trap. While we're coming up here, we're still holding our hand down. We've got the pedal down, right? That's letting that music ring on. So let's get this ready. Even though it's not playing yet, 2 and 3, 4. Let me do that again. 1, 2, and 3. You see what I'm saying? What we're doing is when we are preparing our right hand to start improvisation, our left hand is already prepared to come in with that chord. After a while, you'll start to really feel free with this. Now again, the fingers that you use for these bass notes, that will depend on the context of what you're doing. You noticed I had changed the fingerings from what I was discussing earlier. But we just want to make sense, okay? If we're playing the chords in succession, it makes sense to have fingers in a row like that. But sometimes we're going to find ourselves doing what we were just doing, moving to the chord here. And then coming down, it's fine to use the pinky. So, you know, no judgment there. Just feel comfortable with it all. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Now, do you have to play this chord twice? Of course not. The whole idea here is just to use different areas of the piano keyboard. That's a nice movement to learn. It gives us some nice bottom, nice and substantial there. And then this upper chord here is kind of like a guitar strum, right? These are all falling within what we have discussed. I did not go outside those lines. Here's something else you can have some fun with. This will come in very handy when accompanying a singer or another instrumentalist, or yourself if you're singing. It's a nice accompaniment pattern. It's nice and low on the keyboard. It's okay if you miss a beat with the chord. Just keep time if you want to. And if you miss one, 1, 2, 3, that's fine. You see what I'm saying? 1, 2. Okay, let's play rubato. Now we did the switch. Sometimes we can stay down here. started with the chords as we originally did, and then we just came down here for a beat to add some more substance, get that bass in there, and then came back up here. Again, no rules. Within these guidelines, you're free to do as you please. All right? You can just have some fun playing these chords, bass here and these chord zones, and just running up the piano with these chord zones. It's all music. As I always say, appreciate where you're at and build upon that. I would like you to spend some time having fun with all of this, now that we've come this far. Create your own personal little arrangement, okay? And you can change it. You can do anything you like. And let me know how you're feeling about all of it. That really does mean something to me. You inspire me. That is the absolute truth. We want to get used to playing these chord tones all over the piano. Let's put all of this together a little bit. Let's see. Those non-chord tones as grace notes, right? A little bottom, yeah. Come back. So far, throughout this series, we've got these 4 chords, using those upper 3 chord tones and non-chord tones in between to create our improvisation, our melodies. We're using different areas of the piano to play these ideas, creating somewhat of an echo effect sometimes. Or we can play everything up here, an entire improvisation. Now what we're doing is we're playing these chord tones an octave lower with the root of the chord in the bass area. And we're doing that switch sometimes. All right, have a ball. Until next time. I hope you'll subscribe. That inspires me. I love that you're here.